Hey, it's Arlen Schweiger, editor of CE Pro, and today I'm chatting with Steve Edwards, who is Director of Business Development for Outdoor and Indoor Living Solutions at Draper to discuss outdoor solutions and applications. Steve, thank you so much for joining CE Pro.
Arlen, thank you. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Great. Well, Steve, to start off, I visited Draper last year at the CEDIA Expo, indoors and outdoors. You guys were at the Destination Outdoors Pavilion. We are talking about outdoors technology. Can you tell us why Draper wanted to be a part of that exhibit area?
We were approached by two of the other exhibitors, Just Video Walls and Coastal Source Audio. And when they broached the subject, it was kind of a no-brainer. Really, where better to present outdoor shading products than outdoors? So
Perfect.
we
And
we took that opportunity.
I'm sure it felt like you fit in right out there with the other companies. Um, Tell us about some of the solutions that you were showing to attendees and how they were responding to those.
Yeah, so we are exclusive representatives with a couple of European partners. So we started out with uh, three products that are unique to that environment, to the outdoor shading environment. Rack arm louver systems, horizontal Venetian blinds, and a sideways traversing zip shade. Um, then we coupled that with the presentation of our FlexShade Zip, Zip XL, and Tension Zip products to kind of give a full package of uh, options, and expose the market to some new and unique uh, European trends.
Yeah, so let's talk about those. Just in general, what are some of the applications that those solutions try to address for, residences, homeowners? I'm not sure if, you use them in MDU situations, but Steve, what are some of those applications that you can tell us about?
Sure. Imagine anywhere outdoors where you have a structure that would benefit from having extended use, or maybe you have an insect problem and you want to be able to sit out and have dinner on your patio without having the mosquitoes eat your dinner for you. Um, a lot of customers, a lot of dealers are starting to distribute and work in outdoor kitchens and those types of things in addition to their outdoor audio and video solutions. And it just makes a more complete package. So pergolas, patios, porches, dining areas, a lot of restaurants will have outdoor dining um, that could benefit from extending their service period uh, through the winter, for example, or when the weather was bad. All of those types of applications.
Sure, and I believe I spoke to you at the show, and tell me a little bit about the European trends. I found that pretty fascinating too.
Yeah, so the European market, especially the European market, has been doing outdoor shading for decades in order to mitigate the costs of heating and cooling, where they're very dependent on uh, oil and gas supplies. They're that are very, very expensive by our standards. A gallon of gas is 4 or 5 times the price. Heating oil is similar. So they've been kind of on the leading edge of outdoor shading to shade windows, not so much to provide these added living spaces as to just provide a way of controlling solar heat gain um, on their buildings. So they're quite a ways further down the road in that product development than the US market is.
Great. And are they used for aesthetic purposes as well, or mostly just kind of functional purpose?
You know, the European sense of design, everything is going to have an aesthetic. Um, you, I don't think anybody could imagine buying an Italian sports car that wasn't kind of at the peak of design, aesthetically. And all of these European shade products are designed to be seen.
Right. So it fits right in with that. That's great to hear. And also, you mentioned restaurants. So it sounds like for residential CE pros, if they're getting into what we call resi-commercial or light commercial jobs,
Right.
that there's a really good opportunity there too, then.
Yeah, certainly. We've done a number of restaurants along the Gulf Coast, for example, where an afternoon storm would make an outdoor dining space unusable, um, where the restaurants have been able to just recapture that seating space and continue their revenue, through the whole day. Uh, big money savers.
So Steve, in terms of trends and features, what would you say are some of the things that are really driving Draper's residential exterior shade product development?
Sure. So from a R&D perspective, we tend to let the market drive our development. Listen to our customers, listen to their customers, to our customers' customers to get an idea of what features and benefits they're looking for that aren't available in the market. Uh, we'll be working on better integration options. Uh, we'll be working on alternative motor solutions, things like that are where we're probably gonna you're probably gonna see the R&D chain development impact this product group the most in the short term.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha. That sounds great. Now, speaking of your customers, if we talk about the integrators as your customers, not quite the end users,
right.
um, what can dealers do to learn more about this? Are there any trainings? Are there other types of things where they can get hands-on experience with these types of solutions?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. We are actually hosting a series of regional training events around the country. These are 2-day events focused specifically on the integrator channel. They're going to be in Atlanta, Chicago, Seattle, Denver, Dallas, and Phoenix over from now till November.
Perfect. That's excellent for dealers to get in on that. Speaking of them, obviously, a lot of dealers have, maybe in their showrooms they'll have interior shades. Um, when they go to a client's house, they can easily, discuss that as a no-brainer. When it comes to selling customers on outdoor shades, are there any types of demos or, certain talking points? That Draper sort of works with dealers on so they could better sell the end users on why they need outdoor shades?
I think the need is fairly straightforward. If you just spent $100,000 on an outdoor kitchen with a beautiful, large outdoor TV screen, you want to be able to see that. So you're going to need glare control. You're going to need solar protection for the people sitting outside. And all of those, the benefits of enclosing that space with an operable shading device uh, are really pretty apparent. It's not a hard sell from that perspective. It's really more, in my opinion, it's more a matter of the integrator saying yes, being open to engaging in selling and installing these outdoor products. it's a bit of a different environment than they're traditionally working in. And once you've gotten a little bit of comfort behind the installation, um, the solutions really sell themselves. Customers want this stuff.
Sure, I'm sure integrators love that.
Yeah.
Um, Anything that can kind of sell itself. What about how they show them? Are they installing these into like showroom vignettes, or do some of your dealers have outdoor spaces as part of their showrooms where they can, customers can sort of see these things in action?
Yeah. So I think there are maybe two different channels there or opportunities. One, we do offer we call it a display pergola. It's a kind of freestanding structure similar to what we uh, use to exhibit our products at CEDIA. Um, so dealers can buy that whole assembly, the products um, from us directly, and assemble a training display or a installation display. Or, of course, they can install a showroom display if they have an outdoor patio area. Um, Again, I'm seeing a trend where quite a few of the integrators are starting to offer more and more of an outdoor living solution as part of their sales package. They want to bundle up as much of the opportunity as they can. And so they're adding that outdoor patio to their showroom space. And we're super happy to work with them to get our shades installed there as well.
Sure. As we know, especially doing our outdoor technology deep dives, um, every year there are so many more solutions for the outdoors now, different categories that dealers can implement that, there's huge opportunity there. So
Yeah.
just, having one more product in there has got to be a big, you know, just another carrot there for end users then. Uh, Lastly, Steve, just to wrap up, I know you hinted at some of the solutions and some of the features that you're going to be looking at this year, the trainings. Um, what else can you tell us maybe about what's on tap for Draper at Home this year, on the roadmap during 2024?
Well, I think the market should be anticipating a launch of a new low voltage PoE motor control system from us from our interior shading group. Um, we'll be bringing out a number of interior shading products, a cordless operator for small, narrow windows, uh, an enhanced cassette for manual and motorized shades, an expansion of our flex style uh, exposed bracket hardware system. And I expect to see a low voltage motor for our outdoor shading line make it to the market, hopefully by the time CEDIA comes around this year.
Yeah, that would be great. So it sounds like it's going to be another busy year for Draper at Home, and we look forward to
Always.
certainly seeing what you guys have going on at CEDIA Expo this year, back in Denver. So really looking forward to that. And again, really just want to thank you, Steve, for going through the lineup, going through all the trends, and telling us a bit more about what Draper at Home has going on outdoors.
It's been a pleasure, and thank you for the opportunity.